I'm Farmer Teacher. We're back here on Iowa Plains. What I'm going to do is show you how I got started on this map. So even if you have played it before, you might get some new ideas, or you could leave me some new ideas in the comments. Let's get started. Okay, first of all, what I'm going to do is max out my finances here. And that's what I'm doing now, because I'm going to have to get some stuff from the bank and maybe buy some more fields. So let's max this out and we'll see where we are. Okay, we've maxed out our finances there. We have $1.8 million. I'm going to check my settings here. I'm going to turn off crop damage. Some of you like to play with that on for realism, I know. I'm going to turn off fieldstone, and that's it. I'll leave lime on and weeds on. And there you go. All right, now what I'm going to do is hop on my smallest tractor here. All right, now what I'm doing is headed over to the barn over here by this field. And I'm going to get him started cutting that alfalfa because it takes a minute. I'm going to take some of these fences down too. It's just irritating. I'm not going to do bales. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something different using a forage wagon and stuff. Because this is a big map. There's a lot you got to do with it. And I'm playing by myself right now. So I'll have to use some AIs and stuff. Alright, I'm going to take this fence out because it is in my way. And I'm taking this one out too. And I'm taking this out because I'm not using this bunker silo. I have done it that way, but this time I'm not. All right, let's get him going. All right, he is about to cut grass. Now let's go to our menu. We have this field. I'm going to buy this field to give me some more barley, and I'm going to buy this field. Okay, and I'm going to hop over here and buy this thing because that's going to make me some money. All right, so what I'm going to do now is go to the shop and have some mods in here. I'm going to get this little McCormick 423. That's a mod. And I like the front exhaust so I can see the smoke coming out. Put a weight on the front for $6,350. I got a tractor that's going to pull my water tank. Okay, my water tank is also a mod. I'm going to get the big one. I like to change the color. I'll get the snow white one for milk later. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to head back this way to the farm. Okay, we're back with our water tank and our little tiny tractor. I'm also going to slow, I forgot to do it. I'm going to go back to the settings and slow time down to a couple of times because I have a lot to do today. Okay, now I'm going to go to construction, over to containers, and I need this windmill well. Now I'm going to go to productions, and this is a mod I've loaded in here. It's this thing. It's a water distributor. I have some other videos about this. Boom. All right, now what I'm going to do is pull my water tank up here. I'm going to put some water in it. Okay, I'm over 10,000 gallons. I'm going to offload that little bit, and it'll continue to fill up here. Now I'm going to go into my settings and change this thing, turn it on, and put it on distribute. And what it's going to do is going to water my greenhouses, and it's going to water my maple sap plantation that I purchased. So I'm going to put these on selling. Remember, I'm by myself. Don't have a lot of time to do this stuff. And I'm selling some lettuce. Then I'm going to go here. I'm going to turn this on, but I'm going to store it right now because the optimum time for that is in November. So I'm going to collect a little bit first. and then I'll sell it as I get a little closer a couple of months from now. I'll get a lot more money. Okay, my tractor here, I'm going to max out the horsepower, and I'm going to change these tires. I don't like the double wheels. It's too wide for some of the places I'm going in here. So I'm going to run in here and change that. Max out the horsepower to 435. Wide tires and wheel weights. There you go, 22,000. What I'm going to do is go into my menu and sell some stuff that I'm going to change. Okay, might keep that for now. See how my money is. I'm going to sell this and get a different one. I'm going to sell that. I'm not doing bales. Keep the trailer. I'm going to sell my harvester because I'm going to get a bigger one right out of the chute. Now, I'd get a little more if I drove these in to the shop and sold it. Okay, that's a good one there. I'm going to sell these too because I want a bigger one. I don't have plowing turned on, and I'm selling that. I'm selling my baler. Selling this trailer. And selling that. All right, we're going to give it a harvester, one of these bigger ones here. Doesn't matter which one, because I like them because they're big, but they also, you can get this transport wheels on the header, and that's really cool. All right, let's get this guy, because we got a couple of fields we got to start doing. Okay, we're headed back to the farm. All right, we're back at our field. I got to be sure I got enable straw swath, and we're going to let the AI do his thing there. Okay, I got one guy harvesting my wheat, got another guy cutting grass, and he's getting close to getting done. I'm going to run down the shop and get a new tedder, the biggest one, because that's a pretty big field, 7.5 acres of alfalfa. By the way the alfalfa is, I cannot use the AI to ted that. It won't work. So I'm going to get this alfalfa, harvest it, make it into alfalfa hay, and then I'm going to dig it up and put grass in there because I need to use my AIs. Oh, by the way, my greenhouses, I got water going to them now. At least I will on the next hour. Once it starts, get some water in there. It's going to send it. The trouble is I need manure also. So once I get my cows fed and I can put some straw in there, I'll put a manure basin over there. And there's a glitch with the pig pen we'll talk about in a second. Okay, I'm getting the biggest tedder there. It's $44,000. All right, let's head back to the farm. Okay, our AI guy is done cutting the grass. I have to ted it myself because you can't use AI to ted alfalfa. So I want to give my cows hay on this run to get them started making milk and making manure so I can get those greenhouses up and running, because that's going to make me some money, but I need manure to put in there. So let's go get this done. Okay, I sent my AI to the shop. I am going to get this largest windrower here for $92,000. And for the money, it's pretty good. Okay, got the AI taking him back. I got to empty this. I'm a tractor short of working all this stuff. So what I'm going to do is purchase another tractor. One of the best deals on a large tractor is this guy, because I can get 420 horsepower for $288. And that's what I'm going to do. And while he's at the shop, I'm going to go ahead and get my forage wagon that I'm going to use for the straw, and he can bring that up closer. I'm using a mod here, the TARDIS, and I'm on the XL capacity because, once again, I am by myself. For $70,000, I got one that holds like 260,000 liters of stuff. I know some of you are saying I'm cheating. I've done it the long way, but this map is big, and if you play by yourself, sometimes you got to cut a few corners with some mods just to give you more time to play the game. Okay, I'm going to drop him off here and go get my trailer so I can empty this guy. Okay, we're going to empty him and get back on the grass. All right, our guy's done. Well, I'm done tedding it. Couldn't use AI for tedding it, but now I got an AI doing the windrowing. Hooked up our windrower, and he's doing that. All righty, we got a trailer full of wheat here. I'm going to go put it away, but also going to feed my chickens with it first before I dump it in the silo. Top off my chicken pen so they can start making some eggs. All right, chickens are fed. They should start producing some eggs here shortly. All right, we're dumping the remainder in our silo, and we'll head back to the field. Because remember, we purchased an extra field. So as soon as he's done there in just a second, I'll move him to that field. And he should be about done. All right, he finished the first field. I got him on the second field that we bought. Now what I want to do, I forgot to take my tractor off. I got to get my tractor back over there on my forage wagon. Whoa. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm not picking all this up at once. I'm going to do 2 rows and then take it over to my cow pen. Then I'm going to go collect some hay and put it in my cow pen so they can start making manure, because I need to get some manure for my greenhouses today. Okay, we are here at the cow barn, and I'm going to dump this straw in here. Oh, I had a little bit too much. Well, dang it. Well, I'm just going to put a little bit in my pig pen. There's a reason I'm not putting much in here, because... All right, let's go to construction mode. What I want to do is put a manure basin over here. So you go to silos. And that's it here. Now there's a challenge there. It should show now. If you go to there, all right, it shows manure now. So hopefully it's got, I'm going to dump some food in here in just a second, and it will start making manure. There's a glitch in this pig pen because when I first started playing on this, you couldn't get slurry out. So they fixed that, but now the manure basin doesn't work. I put one next to it. I used to put it on the side of the trees, and there's not room there now to do it. It doesn't let you. So I put it in different other locations, and it doesn't recognize it. So that's somewhat of a glitch. So I'm just going to use the cow barn to give me manure for my greenhouses. Hopefully this thing, the pig pen, will make slurry, because I used it for fertilizer. It holds like 1,000,000 liters of slurry. So that's great if you're trying to fertilize a field. Okay, now hay or alfalfa hay is going to give you 80% productivity for dairy. And that's all I'm going to have right now on this go round. All right, we got some alfalfa hay in here, like 53,000 liters of it. We're going to dump it in here so they can start making some milk and get their health up and start producing some manure. And there we go. By the way, that you can see the number of cows there. We got 36 that are full grown, and then we got 20 that are adolescents. And our pigs, we have 250, and we have about 100 chickens. One of them's a rooster. So 99 chickens and 1 rooster. And we put some food in there, so there should start, their productivity should go up here shortly. Okay, I've collected all my alfalfa hay. I topped off my cow pen. Now I need somewhere to store this and the straw. So what I'm going to do is go to construction. Now you have hay barns like this. They only hold 250,000 liters, and this is a big farm, so I would need a few of them. What I'm going to do is cheat a little and use a mod. And this is it here. Silo. It's a multi-fruit silo. And that's going to allow me to, I could put grass in there, hay, even TMR. And that's going to help me mix my TMR there. Okay, so we got our multi-fruit station there. I'm going to dump my hay, my remaining hay. I topped off my cow pen. Then I'm going to go pick up the rest of the straw. Okay, this is the rest of our wheat. Now the first load I dumped in the silo. This one I'm going to put in the grain dryer because I have enough in the silo for my chickens to get me through till next year's harvest. So this I'm putting in the grain dryer. I can't turn it on yet, and I don't want to anyway, but I need propane. I'll have to go get some propane. Okay, I dropped off the trailer. Now what I want to do, since I picked up all my grass, is go plow my alfalfa hay, is go plow that field because I'm going to put grass in there. I want to have my AIs to be able to do the tedding and stuff. So there you go. All right, I'm going to have the AI do this. By the way, check it out. I've got a little bit of manure already. On the hour, I'll have even more. And there you go. It's coming along. Let me get hot and collect the rest of this straw. Hey, when you start the map, everything needs lime. So what I'm going to do is purchase a lime spreader. Now, this one's a mod. It's cheap. It's only $13,000. And that's what I'm going to use for this lime. I'm just going to have the AI refill it. Because remember, I'm working by myself. I have to use a lot of AIs here. There you go. We'll get him rolling. All right, we have collected all of our straw. I went and grabbed the plow. I got this guy, the AI is going to plow these fields. I'm going to run down here to the shop. Now what I got to do, notice my money, by the way, since I bought those other fields, my purchasing power went up, so I borrowed more money. See directly. Oh, I need too much power for that, 550. So we're going to have to give this one for now, and maybe that's something we can work to later. You need 550 horsepower for that, but you don't have to cultivate. That's pretty cool. That's part of that Plains and Prairie pack. I usually get all the packs. I don't want to be left out. Okay, and we're going to put this on grass because we're going to plant grass in our alfalfa field. Let's go get hot. Okay, since I'm doing okay with money, what I'm going to do is go ahead and purchase some buffalo. So right now we just have cows, and buffalo's good to spread out what you're doing for milk there. Let me see, so we have 30, 60 cows. I may just purchase 60 buffalo. There you go. The total capacity of this is 374, so that's pretty good. Okay, I'm back at the shop. I got to get a propane tank. So if you go down to animals where you have barrels, at the bottom they'll have propane tanks you get. They've been modified for this map. Don't get this one. Instead, get this one for $25,000. Same price, but this one's modified so it allows you to carry propane. Okay, so we're going to leave the shop here and take a right and go right down here to the gas station. And that's where they have propane. Pretty cool gas station on this map, by the way. Hey, they're hiring. And there you go, loading my tank. Propane is not cheap, but you still come out if you dry your grain before you sell it and sell it at the optimum time of the year. You're going to make a pretty good profit. So we'll get this back and we'll put it in our dryer. Okay, we're back. We're going to pull around here where these tanks are and offload our propane. And there you go. Now, I'm going to go in here to the settings under productions and turn on my grain dryer. I have a little bit of wheat in there, so I'm going to go to wheat, turn that on. But I'm going to leave it on storing for now because I want to sell that in the winter. So it's starting to take that and turn it into dried wheat, as you can see there. Okay, I'm back. I purchased a little McCormick 423 tractor again. This is our second one for $6,350. And I got the basic Farm Tech trailer that holds 8 cubic meters. And what I'm going to do with this is use it to feed my chickens and put manure in the greenhouses. It's just easier while other things are out working and doing stuff. I'm going to use this to do those things. So there you go. Let's head back to the farm. Okay, we are back at the farm. I'm going to zip in here. I now have 3,700 liters of manure that I'm going to collect and go put it in my greenhouses. So that's what, about 1,200 per one. I have 3. If I can do that, I'll try to control it some, because I'm trying to make it till tomorrow so I can get money off these things. Alright, I want to try to hold it. Not bad, not bad. Okay, 1,400. It's close. Didn't want to go over. By tomorrow I can put more in here. But you can see as soon as that manure hits, look at there, they liven up. So it's now, I mean, it's already after 1,600, but it's going to start producing some money there. Okay, meanwhile, I went and purchased this fertilizer for $25,000. Ultimately, I'm going to use slurry as much as I can as fertilizer. So let me go on up here, and before we go to the next day, what we're going to do is pay back as much money as we can.